Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another scene set in Better the Dark Crusade Season 2. On this evening, only 15-20 minutes instead of we hone our scene in on the residence of Margot, Clan Toreador, an Alisana by age, but recently brought into disrepute by the sheriff and the seneschal of the city, who have very ruthlessly interrogated her. Not that she, of course, is aware of any of this, her mind having been swept quite clean. The only thing she really remembers was leaving some sort of safe house in the middle of the slums. Her clothing heavily pierced and largely just kind of torn, left in rags, and to have made her way home. Probably the next few nights has largely been in a state of recovery from the violence left upon her, the violence that she is unable to recall. And of course, ignoring all of the even darker things occurring within her own residence, her own haven while she has been away. The delivery of bones, sinew, flesh, all strewn out in her cellar for some sort of clearly mystical purpose, but that for which has not yet been defined. And even though she continues to have them be rid of by the ones still loyal to her, her child, quite young, they always return. Needless to say, it has been a stressful few nights for Margot. But what is she doing tonight? What has she been doing to entertain herself, put herself in a better mood?
Tonight she's being, let's see, strolling in her garden, I guess. That's something she seems to calm her down. She's got flowers in her gardens that, with the people that serve her, the servants she has in her castle that maintains them. She's got flowers that don't normally grow in Europe, that probably grow all around the world. But hey, she's got money. She's got the people to serve her. She's got resources to keep it up.
Yeah, you can get your hands on most, not all, but most flora. You have a lot of money. You don't quite have the connections to the traders of the city and those who come and go, but if you have enough money that you're able to bypass most of those prerequisites, you're very wealthy. Don't need to worry so much about connections. People want to become connected to you. As you're strolling through the garden, Maxine kind of letting all that has happened slip to the back of your mind. It all just wash away for a few hours. After everything that's happened, you really just need a night to yourself. Just kind of taking the smells and the sights and the colours of nocturnal flora. Would you like to make me perception awareness roll?
Yes, let me make
I
sure.
will set us up in a dice roll because I always forget.
On computer.
So it's going fairly slowly. Come
on. Which dice roller are we using?
One moment, I just need to label it.
Okay.
I wait very patiently. Very patiently. What's going on here? There we go. Let's set it up in dice roll 1. And would you also like me to roll? Would you also like to roll your nightmares as well, please?
Oh yes.
Just roll nightmares first.
Okay, I think that's 7 dice. Let me make sure.
Yep.
Yes.
6 dice. 6 dice.
6. Oh.
Careful past 6, yeah. Just dip 7. You get a decent night's sleep, but the nightmares aren't particularly bad. You don't have a particularly bad dream at all. Yeah. Next up is your awareness. Yeah, no, you don't sense anything. But you do consider the fact that it might be better to go out. Might be better for you to get out and head out for a walk instead of just kind of lounging around in your garden. You've been here for about an hour, and you begin to hurry yourself out without really getting changed or anything.
Okay.
I'm actually just gonna. Just gonna have this thing happen. And I need to see how your what state of being affects this roll.
Yeah, she'll
Okay, I'll be rolling in a minute. That's not very good.
Yeah, that's not.
It's not as potent as I thought it would be, which I think is really funny considering it's still 4 successes on the roll, which means we're going to overcome any obstacle and go with haste. So yeah. Free. Yeah, you being in head now for a walk. For a very
Okay.
fast stroll, you don't waste any time going out.
Yeah, she'll go on her completely willing, as far as she's concerned, completely willing walk that she completely decided herself that she would go on.
Yep, you think probably a trip to Noble's Quarter, mingle with the folk you know best. And yeah, you'll head out. You'll take the carriage. You don't really want to go walk the whole way from the Guildhalls to the Noble's Quarter. It's a fair distance away, and you are a woman of class, so you will have a right and honourable escort um, on your way down there. Um, and as you head down to the Noble's Quarter, it's a quiet journey. No interference, nothing particular to note. You take the safer route through Baldwin's Gift, through the Central Market, through Old Town, across the river. And of course, being a known figure there, you're led in without a second thought. Decide to stop at a familiar-looking building. At this point, common sense would kick in, and it begins to you begin to question, particularly why you actually know common sense wouldn't kick in because of your state of being. You're very much happy to be here. While you're here, you stop at a familiar building. One of the meeting places of the Seneschal. You have a very close relationship with the Seneschal. You think that while you're here, you may as well pay him a visit. It couldn't possibly hurt. In fact, I'm underplaying the eagerness somewhat of Margot. The compulsion is much stronger than that. The bond that has been made is far stronger than that. But when you see this building and you think you should pay a visit, Margot very much thinks that she absolutely should, that she can't really wait to meet with her beloved Seneschal once more.
See, she'll knock at the door then.
Oh yeah, you're let in. You don't even need to knock for her. The guards let you in. Your carriage is you ride in, or rather, your carriage is ridden in. Get out of the carriage. There's a housekeeper waiting for you at the door, asking if there's anything you could possibly need if you are here to see His Grace. Yes, does Margot react to that?
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
The
didn't.
housekeeper basically walks up to you and says, are you here to see His Grace?
She'll put her using her usual charming smile, do a courteous bow, and say, "Yes, of course."
I believe you are expected, my lady. And he will escort you in.
she'll follow with her usual very bright, very enthusiastic, very room brightening smile.
And you head on to the building. It's as you remember it to be. With the foyer and the stairs that curve upwards. This time he takes you down a small hallway. As noted before, this building's quite large. And there are many rooms. He takes you down a hallway and to one of the these sort of private rooms, like a lounge. Where people can just kind of relax and talk in a more quiet setting.
She'll sit there, probably contemplate on and watch any paintings or anything that's around her. The statue, any works of art.
A number of portraits. All kind of plaques and decor on the walls. It's all of it looks very nice, but it's not overt, if you know what I mean. It kind of blends into the rest of the building. It's not dreary, but it's not outstanding. It doesn't necessarily catch your eye. In some ways, it's almost as if it's designed to not catch your eyes at all. It just kind of all comes together very neatly. Nothing looks out of place.
She'll watch it kind of absent-mindedly. There's a hair. She has a hand playing with her hair because this is all right. It's not it's has its own beauty, but it's not nothing to awe about. It's nothing to stop about. So yeah, she's watching, but she also has a hair. Absent-mindedly playing with her hair, kind of caressing it.
I don't think the painting's a bit at the forefront of Margot's mind right now. I think she's got her mind on other things.
Yeah. But she'll wait.
The housekeeper will go in first. He'll knock the door. He'll come in. You hear muffled sounds, and then he will bid you to enter. And,
Sure.
Yes, you may enter.
Yeah, she'll enter.
Okay. And as you so desired, so shall it be. You see the seneschal. He's sitting on one of the rather kind of soft chairs with a whole host of fabrics, keeping it very comfortable. It's not a chair, it's a sofa. There's a sofa on the left side of the room. There's kind of an end table on the other side of the room with two wooden chairs with kind of fabrics, kind of a cushion pinned to them. You see kind of Again, kind of high quality, but not outstanding. Portraits and plaques will adorn the walls. There is a fireplace at the end. That's kind of been it's not smouldering. The fire is quite weak, but it is the fireplace is active, and there's some firewood just kind of sitting just adjacent to the fireplace.
Okay.
And yes, would you like me to would you like to roll entrancement in difficulty 7, please?
Okay. What do I roll for entrancement again?
Self-control.
Oh,
You have
okay.
five. You have 5 self-control. You have
Yes.
very high self-control.
Hey, look at that. The dice gods are not my friends today.
Hmm.
I've had a 1 in every roll I've done so far.
Immediately entranced by the beauty and your infinite depth of love for the central. The Bloodborne kind of taking full effect at this point, but I'll allow you to decide how your passion for the central plays out.
Shall I actually do a very, what's the word? Gracious, I guess, very but chill out here.
Yeah.
Very much recognize his superiority. So that yeah, she's got 4 in both manipulation and charisma, so I guess that doesn't really.
I mean, they don't really apply here. You're fully bound to him and entranced by him.
Well, I mean, but yeah, she's got. If you want me to roll her etiquette.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. You try and you kind of freeze on the spot and try and put on as polite a display as possible so as to not incur his displeasure.
Yeah.
You would be loath to upset him in some ways. You'd rather be dead.
That's 1, 2. Oh, just 2. Yeah, the dice gods are not especially with me today, but hey.
Yeah, and you're successful, and it's not just 1 success, it's 2. So you are polite, but you're extremely self-conscious. You don't think you put on you don't think you bowed low enough. You don't think that you lowered yourself enough before him. You kind of swell with guilt and feel very very ill at ease. You feel like you've done him wrong and upset him in some way. Whether he shows it or not is irrelevant, but that is what you would believe.
Of course, it's Margot. She won't let the shame show. She'll just keep the bow.
Subterfuge. He will roll as well. You're a +2 difficulty. No, you're rolling standard difficulty. He gets -2 diff.
Okay. Shit, the dice. Yeah, the dice are really not with me today.
Yeah. I'll have him roll, and he has a specialty. He really deny got anything. Oh yeah, he gets 9 successes. So you try and hide the shame. In futile fashion, it shows all across your face. the guilt, the lack of prostration. And he doesn't really hide that he notices this because he looks straight at you and very much analyzes you, which compels you to act on your shame. You may attempt to resist the blood bond at any time by spending a willpower point and rolling willpower difficulty 8.
Okay.
If it is to indirectly resist it, as long as you are not putting your pregnant at risk in any way, you may do that and you may attempt to resist. But it does not stop you from openly. It does not allow you to openly oppose him. It just merely allows you to have more control over yourself and resist its effects more. If you are not with him in this room right now, you would be able to plot against him alas he is here. So that is, if you want to do that anytime, you just tell me and you may make that roll. But yeah, your kind of bow probably starts turning into a kneel at this point. Sort of almost as if you are praying before an altar. As if to assuage your shame and guilt.
Yes, I shall do more. Yeah, like you said, more of a kneel than a bow in front of the seneschal.
Seneschal will rise from his chair. He will walk towards you. Will probably have to bend over a little bit as you have kneeled. He will kind of with his index finger just tip up your chin so that Margot is looking directly at him, so that the eyes are locked, and he will you have the slightest of motions to rise and wrap an arm around you and embrace you with one arm, which you kind of fall into.
What is that?
Basically, he walks up to you, bends over slightly because you'll kneel down, tips your chin up so that your eyes are locked, and then he simply bids you to rise and wraps one arm around you, effectively embracing you with one arm.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let him do whatever he wants. Whatever he wants.
One and the same at this point.
Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, when you're bounded, it's pretty much the same. Hey.
Yeah. As he kind of guides you on over to the sofa where he'll kind of sit down with an arm wrapped around you, you may rest against him. He'll simply say, I am very sorry for how I treated you in front of the show.
Have somewhat of a smile, although it's not a happy one. So yeah, I made mistakes, but I will learn from them. It is who I am. It is how I grow.
Alas, dear Margot, as much as I wish to admonish you, I am
Sorry,
bound
what was
to
that? I
the duties
didn't
of my
catch that.
god.
I didn't catch the first part of that sentence. Oh, you see.
He said, I am sorry, dear Margot, as much as I'd wish to admonish you, I am bound to the duties of the court I belong to. As such, I may not defy the prince's will.
She'll nod. You are very. Sorry, what's the word? You are most loyal to your duties, my seneschal. That is something most people can be very admiring of.
I'm sorry for the current state you are in, and I wish so much more for you.
Nothing
I'm
to.
surprised you decided to visit after what had happened.
After what happened, then she'll smile. What happened, what is happening to me is just temporary, but my service to you is not.
And I promise you that your service will be rewarded. With
She'll just
rulership
smile
over
at
your
that.
clan within this city.
She'll smile at that and nod.
How have your nights been? No doubt they've been most trying on you. Margot. Nelson.
Oh, yep, you're being very robotic right now. So
Okay. I'll see if I can fix that one moment. How about now?
a little, tiny bit better. Right.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make things less bad. Better now?
A little bit, yes, should be alright. What did you say before? I didn't get it.
He said, He said he basically asked how your nights have been, and they must have been most trying for you.
Well, they weren't pleasant in to any stretch of the definition of the word, but I'll live through it. And she'll smile. I'll gladly spend more nights like these if it means spending more time with you. And she'll smile. Because she likes kind of stroking, especially men's egos.
He has no problem with that, and he'll just give Margot a light kiss on the lips for it, and we'll say, hopefully there will be many more to come.
She'll smile.
I have devised a way for you to regain your position within the city.
Sorry, what was that?
He says, I have devised a way for you to regain your position within this city, although it is most trying.
Anything to regain my my image in your eyes, my dear. By the way, you're also going robotic yet. I'm not sure if yeah.
I doubt you could rise any higher in my eyes.
Just smile.
But I would see to it that the city sees you in the same favor that I do.
I hope they will one day, my dear Seneschal.
Should you fulfill your services, they shall.
And she'll smile and bow. Well, not bow, but do a small gesture of the body.
Hip nudge.
Yes.
And he'll simply say, however, should you fall further from the path, then there'll be nothing I can do to save you. His grip slightly tightens on you. Almost painful. Potence is a dangerous thing. It's not quite painful. It definitely feels, there's that kind of moment of very uncomfortable, like his grip on you is almost as if you were in an iron brace.
So like forceful but not painful.
Yeah. But
if there is nothing you can do, then there is nothing you can do, my dearest, most dearest Seneschal. Such is fate.
then we shall see to it that fate is remodeled in our image.
So just nod.
Then, if I may, he will kind of rise from his from the sort of sofa, as it were, and will simply kind of look at you and gesture and for you to rise, but also
Hello? Okay. Hello? Chris? Having technical difficulties, but we'll be back after this short commercial break. Hey, maybe it's a commercial about empty space or nothing. What do you know? But yeah. Let's see. Welcome to Google Hangouts, where absolutely nothing ever goes wrong, except when it does. But then we can pretend it doesn't. Google Hangouts. Buy Google Hangouts now. Eldrick's Bold Blood, only half price. This week only. Come and get it now. Eldrick's Bold Blood. Yes, this week only. Half price. This entire week. Come and get it. With 5 bottles of Eldrick's Bottled Blood, you also get a ticket to Margot's bathhouse. Yes, a whole ticket to Margot's bathhouse for a day of bumpering and just treating yourself. Come and get it. A lifetime opportunity. Clan Toreador, come as you are, but only if you're pretty and beautiful. Otherwise, don't come at all. Clan Toreador, hello. Clan Gangrel, you are the beast. Why hide it? We are beasts. We are animals. We are animals. As we are kindred, as we are humans, we're all animals in the end. Why hide it? Clan Gangrel. Clan Bruja, fuck you.